All right, so get this. President Trump just announced this massive AI project called Stargate.
Oh, wow.
OpenAI, Oracle, SoftBank, even Elon Musk is somehow involved.
Wow.
It's causing quite a stir, and you want to know what's what? Right.
Yeah.
We're going to break it all down for you.
It's truly a huge undertaking.
It is.
Think of it this way. They're aiming to build a network of data centers across the U.S.
Oh, wow.
Almost like a superhighway for AI development.
So imagine opening your local paper and seeing ads for AI technician training at the community college, all because of that new data center a few miles away.
Right.
That's the kind of impact we're talking about.
Yeah.
But what makes Stargate so different from what's already out there?
Well, Stargate is designed specifically to handle the enormous amount of data and processing power required for advanced AI.
Okay.
It's not just about storing information.
Right.
It's about creating an environment where AI can learn and evolve at an unprecedented pace.
And of course, none of this comes cheap.
No.
We're talking $100 billion initial investment from SoftBank.
Oh, wow.
With plans to scale up to get this $500 billion.
Goodness.
Isn't that just an insane amount of money? What are the chances that actually comes through?
There's definitely some skepticism out there.
Yeah.
Even from Elon Musk, who has a history with OpenAI.
Yeah.
He's questioned whether they can realistically secure that level of funding.
Yeah.
It's a bold bet, that's for sure.
Well, they're not wasting any time.
No.
Construction's already underway in Texas, starting in Abilene with plans for 20 locations nationwide.
Wow.
So for you, this could mean new opportunities popping up right in your backyard.
Absolutely. This isn't just some Silicon Valley pipe dream.
Yeah.
Stargate has the potential to create hundreds of thousands of jobs across the country in construction operations and all sorts of related fields.
And here's where things get really interesting. Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle, is claiming that OpenAI's tools are already being used to develop a cancer vaccine.
What?
A vaccine powered by AI.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds almost too good to be true.
It's certainly a bold claim. Ellison suggests that AI can analyze blood tests to detect cancer in its very early stages,
Okay.
paving the way for a preventative vaccine.
Now, I'm not a doctor, but that sounds like a game changer.
It could be.
It really highlights the potential of AI to revolutionize healthcare.
Absolutely.
But what's the timeline on something like that? Are we talking years, decades?
Well, scientific advancements take time.
Yeah.
So it's important to be cautiously optimistic.
Right.
But the fact that they're even exploring these possibilities is incredibly exciting.
It definitely makes you think, doesn't it? What other breakthroughs could be just around the corner thanks to Stargate? And how will all of this impact the global landscape?
Yeah.
I mean, we all know China's been making major moves in the AI space.
That's an important point.
It is.
Some experts believe that Stargate is part of a larger strategy to maintain U.S. dominance in the tech sector.
Okay.
It's almost like a technological arms race is heating up.
And of course, we can't talk about OpenAI without mentioning the drama with Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he co-founded the company, but now he's suing them.
Wow.
Claiming they've strayed from their original mission.
Oh,
it's like a real-life soap opera.
It definitely adds a layer of intrigue to the whole story.
It does?
Musk's lawsuit centers on his belief that OpenAI has become too focused on profit.
Okay.
And less concerned with the ethical development of AI.
So we've got this massive project with the potential to reshape the world as we know it, billions of dollars at stake, international competition, and a dash of Silicon Valley drama. You really couldn't make this stuff up. But what does it all mean for the average person? That's what we'll be exploring next.
It really makes you wonder what the world will look like in 5, 10, even 20 years. Will we be living in a future powered by AI for better or for worse?
That's the big question, isn't it? We've talked about the potential benefits, new jobs, medical breakthroughs, even staying ahead of China in the tech race.
Right.
But there's always another side to the coin.
Yeah. Exactly. One of the biggest concerns is job displacement.
Oh, yeah.
As AI becomes more sophisticated.
Right.
Certain tasks that are currently done by humans could be automated.
Yeah.
Think about truck drivers, factory workers, even some office jobs.
So let's say you're a truck driver and self-driving trucks become the norm.
Right.
What happens to your livelihood? It's a real concern that we need to address.
Absolutely. It's not about fearing AI, but about preparing for the changes it will bring.
Okay.
We need to think about retraining programs, new skills that will be in demand, and how to support workers who might be impacted by these shifts.
And it's not just about jobs, right? There are also questions about how AI will be used, what happens if it falls into the wrong hands, or if it's used to create autonomous weapons systems. That's some pretty scary stuff.
It definitely raises some serious questions about the future of warfare and the potential for AI to escalate conflicts. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
There are a lot of brilliant minds working on these issues, trying to ensure that AI is used for good.
Okay, so let's talk about the good. You mentioned medical breakthroughs, but what other areas could be transformed by AI? I'm thinking education, maybe even entertainment.
Imagine personalized learning programs tailored to each student's individual needs, or AI-generated music and movies that adapt to your preferences in real time.
Wow.
The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
It's like we're standing on the edge of a whole new era, but it's also a bit daunting, you know?
Yeah.
How do we make sure that AI is developed responsibly, that it benefits everyone, not just a select few?
That's where things get tricky. There's a lot of debate about how to regulate AI, how to ensure that it's used ethically and doesn't exacerbate existing inequalities.
So going back to Stargate, it's not just about building bigger and faster computers.
Right.
It's about shaping the future of AI in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Exactly. It's a responsibility that shouldn't be taken lightly.
Right.
And that brings us back to Elon Musk and his concerns about OpenAI. He's arguing that they've become too focused on profit and have lost sight of their original mission, which was to ensure that AI is developed safely and ethically.
It's like he's saying, hey, slow down, let's think about the bigger picture here. But OpenAI says they're still committed to those same goals. It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
It's a classic clash between innovation and caution.
Right.
And it's a debate that's likely to continue as AI becomes more powerful and pervasive.
It makes you realize that this isn't just some abstract conversation about technology. It's about the kind of world we want to live in, the kind of future we want to create for ourselves and for generations to come. It really feels like we're at a crossroads, you know?
Yeah.
This whole Stargate project is like a giant question mark hanging over the future.
And that's what makes it so fascinating. We're not just talking about a new gadget or a piece of software.
Yeah.
This has the potential to fundamentally change how we live, work, and interact with the world around us.
Think about it this way. Stargate could have a ripple effect far beyond the tech industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's interesting here is how this massive investment in AI could reshape other industries. Imagine the possibilities in healthcare education. Manufacturing the potential is truly vast.
It's like dropping a giant rock into a still pond. The initial splash is huge, but it's the ripples that spread out and create lasting change. And that's what makes Stargate so captivating to me.
Yeah.
It's not just about the technology itself, but about the transformative power it holds for society as a whole.
It's a reminder that we live in an era of unprecedented technological change. And while there are certainly risks and challenges associated with AI, there's also immense potential for good. The key is to approach it with a combination of optimism, caution, and a commitment to thoughtful development.
Well said. So to our listeners out there, stay curious, keep learning, and let's all work together to ensure that AI is a force for progress and positive change in the world. That brings us to the end of our deep dive into Stargate. We hope you've enjoyed the journey. Until next time, keep exploring.